A lot of people ask me, but don't you love it when people say stuff like that? A lot of people ask me. The truth is, nobody asks. If you're like a small like streamer or something like that, nobody asks you anything at all. Nobody cares about any of your opinions. But it sounds better when you say a lot of people ask me. Makes it seem like people give a damn, even if they don't. Um. Anyway, I was watching this video and it was about AI. And of course, we're all afraid AI is going to take our jobs, et cetera, et cetera. But it was kind of like the counterfactual to that. It was like, what if AI is not as, like has more of a ceiling than we anticipated, which could be possible. Okay. Um, they were just talking about data. Here's the thing, right? I we, I think that the way okay, they were let me slow down. I think that the way that we think about AI right now is not the way that it will have to think about AI to bring it to the singularity. This is like the first step. And probably we're gonna run it. And I'm not like a coding expert, so don't. I'm just a guy. Don't take my words too seriously. But um, I think that what will end up happening is we will get pretty far with this. It will get pretty useful. The AI. It'll be able to do things that are very text based, even image based, even video based. It'll be very good at working with digital media, and that will be extremely useful. And I don't know how far they'll be able to go with that because apparently it's based off of the training data and you know the idea. And I watched this off of a computer file video, but the idea is that if you show an AI enough pictures of enough animals and enough things and enough different topics and enough text, that it will be able to look at some completely new or novel stimuli perhaps and be able to, out of that complex situation, be able to deduce facts about the world based off of information it hasn't yet received, perhaps. That it'll have a general level of intelligence. It'll be able to deal with new complexity, new situations in novel ways, and in better ways than we can. And my thought on that is that perhaps that's true. I don't know. I'm not a computer scientist, um, but I think that there are actually some limitations to that because the AI is dealing with the real world. And the real world is messy. And it's not like a book. It's not like you can read about the real world and actually understand the qualia that human beings experience about being in the real world. You might be able to, cogently articulate what's going on. And this is not to say that I'm against the idea of AIs perhaps being sentient in their own right, maybe after they reach a certain level of complexity. Maybe there is some sentience. That's why I've always had the view or the idea of panpsychism, which apparently is making a revival. I've had that view for a long time. Anybody who has dealt with me for a while knows that I am a believer in what do you call this? I'm a believer in panpsychism. I believe that the fundamental substance of the universe is consciousness, and there are like almost like we're a thought in the mind of God. If there is a God, it's the whole universe, and maybe we're just a thought in the mind of God. We're just like the fundamental building blocks. And I would imagine that if you take enough information and you make a complex enough AI, it would have higher and higher levels of consciousness, and it would be like a synthetic life form. I think that that's a matter of time. I think that it's possible that a certain type of light clicks on for an AI and it becomes sentient. I don't think that that's like a crazy thing to think about. But I think that there are limitations to the approach of AI, just based off of what I understand, because it's based off of digital media primarily. And not to say, basically, digital media is just not like the world that we live in is not digital media. Hold on. Like our world isn't made of digital media, it's made of things in and of themselves. Right? This is, so it is like something to hold this, to touch it. It feels like something. It looks like something that I can directly intuit. And I think that that's the issue with any AI currently. Not to say that it will always be the issue, just to say that these LLMs, or large language models for the uninitiated, they have the limitation of not having the direct experience of things in and of themselves. They just have very targeted digital media that we generate. We have pictures of us holding remotes like this, or like this, like this, like this, and it can extrapolate. Remote can be like this. When you take when you see it in many situations, remote, that there's something there's a continuity between these digital images, and that these digital images are related to each other, and they look like different things in different situations. And you can juxtapose ideas and put remotes in different situations. You can say a whale watching TV with clicking using his remote to an image generating AI, and it will be able to put a whale probably in a living room. It might, create a new situation because most TVs are in living rooms, and it will have a remote. It might look up ways that whales hold things. I don't know exactly what database it would pull on to make that happen, but needless to say, and we've all seen it happen, these AIs will take these different pieces of information and make something that's coherent and even creative, to the point that it has us all concerned and shook. Like, is AI going to take our jobs? And surely, it's going to take a lot of jobs in its current form. It's very dangerous already. But I think that there will be a limitation that will be like a stumbling block to say, right? It'll be, so this isn't to say that it'll be a stopping point, just like it'll be like, whoa, AI can't do something. And it's going to have a lot to do with mapping digital frameworks onto the real world. AI won't be like the real world. It will be very useful at solving, digital problems. And don't get me wrong, the AI does have its use outside of the digital world as well, because I've seen it already where they have robots that are trained digitally, where they input information about the real world into a digital simulation. It runs through those simulations in the digital. I think DeepMind was doing this through Google. It runs through those digital situations, and then afterwards it's able to use the because it's able to run time way faster in this digital simulation. It's able to run those simulations way faster than it would iteratively in the real world. It would take forever for it to train in the real world. They create a framework in the digital, and it learns all sorts of cool tricks in the digital that it could actually, fine tune in the real world. At least that's what they tell us, because if there's one thing that I now know is that in the race for general AI and to have technological superiority, to remain competitive in a very, very competitive AI landscape, that these companies are willing to fudge the details. And, I guess it's okay for them to do it. It's amazing, though, the lack of accountability with some of these companies and the information that they put forward. And I'll always think of Amazon in particular with the walk-in stores. You're able to walk in, take something out, the camera will scan your face and know your account and know what item you took and then charge you when you leave the store automatically. It was one of those things. And, they did that for a while, but it turned out that it wasn't AI doing that work. They were lying or deceiving at the very least. I'm pretty sure they were lying though. And it turned out to just be like 1,000 Indian people in India that were, just keeping track of what people were buying and selling, instead of it being automated. So they will fudge the details. And I was watching this thing about the Cybertruck as well. The Cybertruck is the same story. They were talking about how the Cybertruck when it was launching, just like Elon Musk lies a lot, bro, or deceives a lot about the technology available. And it's no wonder that the SEC is on his ass, because he just says things like, oh, self-driving is coming in this amount of time. There's no full self-driving. There's some self-driving, but there's none of this fully autonomous self-driving that he keeps on promising. Self-driving vehicles, there's a lot of people working on the problem, but no one has found the complete. Don't get me wrong, they're doing like 50,000 rides a week, I think, with Waymo, but they've had accidents. Like, there's been like accidents with the self-driving. Not to say that there shouldn't be no accidents, but it's just the idea of like, do I really want to get into I'm definitely squeamish. Do I really want to get into a car that drives itself and that? I mean, let's take a look. I'm gonna actually look it up. How many accidents? Let me see. Waymo accidents. Accident rate. A 0.41 incidence rate per million miles. What's it? When considering all locations together, this is off of like Google. This is off of Google and off of the Waymo site. This is the data. This is off of their own site. So you gotta take it with a grain of salt, man. You can't really believe everything you read, because like they have a huge vested interest. And the problem with data is that you can screw around with it any sort of way by defining it within narrow parameters, like what is an accident only if someone dies, for instance, and if it's on a Monday. I'm not saying that that's exactly what anybody does. Just use your imagination about ways that you can word things so that it doesn't actually reflect reality. Anyway, let's take a look. I think this is the screen I'm looking for here. There's no single metric that can show the safety of autonomous driving, though. We chose our favorites, I'm sure, is what it's about to say. Actually, there's a better one. Here we go. That's a better screen here. We use several different evaluation metrics and methods aiming to get a complete picture of safety. One of many metrics that can be used to monitor the rider-only service after it is launched is the number of vehicles crashes per mile of driving compared to humans. In the performance study, we compare Waymo's drivers' crash rates to human drivers on several different benchmarks. This study is one of the first to compare overall crash rates using data from fully autonomous operations only, rather than a mix of fully autonomous driving and testing with a human behind the wheel. Unlike the recent research by Swiss Re that focuses on crashes resulting in Waymo's liability claims, this study includes all Waymo crashes, regardless of the Waymo vehicle's role in the crash, and with any amount of property damage. It also uses publicly available data, which allows other researchers to replicate the results. Waymo's data was derived from crashes reported under NHTSA's. I think that's a highway. I don't know something. I don't know. I used to know when I was in the car business. Standing general order: over 7.14 million fully autonomous miles driven 24/7 through the end of October 2023 across Phoenix, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. That data was then compared to relevant human crash rates resulting in police reports, injuries, and or property damage. See, so there we go. So it was compared to relevant human crashes resulting in police reports, injuries. So these are the parameters. So it's always important to understand. So if there was no police report, injuries, or property damage, they may not have reported it. So like if it got like they say property damage, but I'm pretty sure they're talking about other people's property. I don't know that for a fact, but I would assume that's what they mean. So their property could have been damaged, but if no one was injured and there was no police report in the accident, they're not going to report that. I've been saying it's important to read that. When considering all locations together compared to the human benchmarks, the Waymo driver demonstrated an 85% reduction or 6.8 times lower crash rate involving any injury from minor to severe and fatal cases. 0.41 incidents per million miles for the Waymo driver versus 2.78 for the human benchmark. Now, here's the interesting thing that I also have the question about. Because they're saying like it's 6.8, you know. So first of all, we know that it's 7.14 fully autonomous miles driven. But they're talking about they compared it to relevant human crash rates. And that's interesting for me, because I would love to see exactly what kind of sample size they took. Which humans and how many miles did you take? Like, for instance, did you compare your 7.14 million to like the billions and billions of miles driven by human beings all over? Because in that case, you're taking like all humans over all time and comparing it, right? So it might be a much larger number, because 7.14 million is actually very little compared to how much people actually drive. And that might account for some of the accidents. Like if less people use Waymos as a means of transportation, then it may not be representative of the scale at which humans are driving in general. So the data may be iffy there. Just saying. Maybe you need to drive more cars in order for you to see the data catch up more in a meaningful way. I don't know. It's just a thought. A 57% reduction or 2.3 times lower police reported crash rate. Okay, so this is the one. So this is the one from injury. This is the one from the police crashes. So 2.1 incidents per million miles for the Waymo driver versus 4.85 for the human benchmark. I would love to hear how the human benchmark was determined. I would just love to hear how that study was done. So it's 57% reduction or 2.3 lower for police reported crash rate. Okay. This means that over 7.1 million miles Waymo drove, there was an estimated 17 fewer injuries and 20 fewer police reported crashes compared to if human drivers with the benchmark crash rate, whatever that is, would have driven the same distance in the areas we operated. Whatever the benchmark is, like once again, like to me that word benchmark, it's doing a lot of work and it doesn't define what I need to know about who they're comparing it to. It's just human benchmark compared to human benchmarks. What is the benchmark? All drivers, all time, how many miles are you taking a sample of 7.1 million? Like, did you like what are they comparing? And is this the sample size compared to the large whole of all humans driving of all ages? Like, it just I just have a lot of questions. It may be that someone between the ages of 18 and 65 might have a lower fatality rate than that. And then afterwards, when you go over 65, it distorts the data and they have those people in the data set, or people between the ages of 26 and 35, whatever it is. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'm good driving at the time I'm driving at. Maybe self-driving doesn't have anything to contribute to me. No, it'll be local human benchmarks varied from one city to another. For example, San Francisco had the highest rate of crash. Okay, let me read. When compared to San Francisco, Phoenix, and Los Angeles individually, the Waymo driver significantly outperformed local respective human benchmarks, whatever those are. Though the comparison in LA does not yet have enough mileage to be statistically significant. Notably, local human benchmarks, then that human benchmark word, vary from one city to another. For example, San Francisco had the highest rate of crashes where an injury was reported with 5.55 incidents per million miles. which was approximately 3 times higher than the national average. Okay. Percent change for police injury related. Okay. I think it's kind of fucked up because they don't talk about, or at least I don't see. I don't see how they determine who what the benchmark was for humans. It just keeps on saying human benchmarks. I want to know how the study was conducted. I'm not saying, once again, I'm not, so basically they're saying, oh, look how much lower, 51% lower in Phoenix for, police reported accidents and 80% for any injury reported, et cetera, San Francisco. So these are all like showing like, look how much lower they are. But they're saying, I'm telling you, this data, I'm not saying it's wrong. And maybe if I read the whole thing, oh, here we go. Generating a valid comparison of human and autonomous vehicle performance. This is the kind of thing I want to see. Determining valid and comparable human crash benchmarks is key. Yeah, that's what I was saying. For understanding autonomous driving technology's performance, despite public accessibility of both human and autonomous vehicle crash data, comparing the two comes with its share of challenges. Our benchmarking paper aims to ensure a fair comparison between autonomous vehicles and human driving by addressing the most common errors and biases and establishing valid benchmarks from the cities in which Waymo operates. That's exactly what I want to say. There are two important sources of statistical bias to control for when comparing humans and autonomous driving. The first is human crash underreporting. Okay, while the data on human crashes that lead to injuries or property damage is fairly robust, a large number of human low-severity crashes, like hitting some road debris or minor fender benders, are not reported to police. In contrast, autonomous vehicle companies report even the most minor crashes in order to demonstrate the trustworthiness of autonomous driving on the roads. That's what they say. I mean, whatever. We're super honest or whatever. For example, only 21% of crashes that Waymo has reported to the NHTSA to date have resulted in a filed police report, regardless of the party at fault. Yeah, but it doesn't mean I trust them. Let's just put it that way. It doesn't engender trust in me. The second is differences in driving conditions and or vehicle characteristics. Public human crash data includes all road types like freeways, where the Waymo driver currently only operates with an autonomous specialist behind the wheel, as well as various vehicle types from commercial heavy vehicles to passengers and motorcycles. Okay. Okay, includes all road types. That's fine. These differences mean that adjustments need to be made for human crash data before. Yeah, look at this. We need to change to human data so that we can make sure that it's right, because we report all the data and the humans lie. What they're saying before comparing it to AV crash rates. Just as you wouldn't compare cycling in a road race to mountain biking without accounting for differences in altitude, terrain, and other factors. See, look at this. See, it's important to read all this stuff. Comparisons between human and autonomous driving need to account for these differences too. So it's very clear to me now. They're like, well, we probably added, before I even go, we added more accidents to humans to make it fair for us. Make sure the human crash data is valid and comparable. The injury and property damage benchmarks in our 7.1 million mile study either included underreporting adjustments for police reported crashes. Yup. They added it back, see? Or were derived from naturalistic driving study databases, which equip vehicles with sensors to record driving and are more likely to catch low severity cases. So they added back. They added, and once again, they're not talking about what the sample sizes are. Maybe they get to it. The methodology we used was based on best practices from a literature review of 12 past studies and one book comparing AV to human crash rates. I don't know, just 12 past studies in one book, and they chose those studies in that book. You see what I'm saying? Like, tech is really good at fucking with data, and that's the only way that I can put it. Like, these data scientists, their art is to take some data and make it look good, and to make it say something that you want it to say. And that may not be the thing that needs to be known about the data. It's just the thing that they want you to see about the data. And raw data is imposing and difficult to understand. And they, of course, are holding on to a lot of the raw data, right? They're not just letting people see all the raw data. This is the type of data that they're giving to you. This is the data that they want you to see. Now, and this is just going off of their site, right? I'm pretty sure if I were to go somewhere else, external of Waymo, and look at the way that their data is represented, maybe from a government agency or from an organization that's generally against autonomous driving, you'd see far different data that represents more problematic, more problems with self-driving. At Waymo, we believe that international standardization of valid analysis of autonomous vehicle crash data is needed. Now, y'all, we need standardization so that we don't look like we're screwing around with data like we are. We're looking for opportunities to engage the community of traffic safety experts and standards organizations to advance this work in the future. Yeah. So I don't buy into any of this. The way that they're giving it to me, saying, oh, it's so much safer, when they added back in accidents that they thought were should be added in from a database that they thought had the best information. Not to say that they weren't right to do this. They could have been 100% right to do it. But there might be something 100% right to say about how dangerous these autonomous vehicles currently are in their current state that they're not expressing here. And of course, they're not going to want to. So, for instance, we just go over here. Waymo's robotaxis are under investigation for crashes and traffic law violations. Would you look at that? The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is looking into dozens of incidents, involving the Google spin-offs driverless vehicles. So what are they saying here? Federal safety investigators have opened a preliminary investigation into dozens of incidents involving Waymo's driverless vehicles, including several single-party crashes and possible traffic violations. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's Office of Defects investigation is looking into 22 incidents in which Waymo's robotaxis were the sole vehicle operated during a collision or exhibited driving behavior that potentially violated traffic safety laws. So basically they're saying like, hey, maybe they're not actually reporting everything, right? There's just an alternative news source. They're saying like, hey, maybe they're not actually giving all the information about all their crashes, which they just said, we report all our crashes. And, even literally this is a counterfactual right away. And it's funny, I got it off of Google and it's apparently right off of Google. Failure to report. They don't report them. See what I'm saying? They're not report. These collisions with stationary and semi-stationary objects such as gates, chains, collisions with parked vehicles, and instances in which the ADS appear to disobey traffic safety control devices. NHTSA is also looking into reports of Waymo vehicles driving on the wrong side of the road or illegally entering construction sites. Well, that's not good. Some of the incidents were reported by Waymo under NHTSA's, I don't know why I keep on saying that, standing general order requiring companies to report collisions involving autonomous vehicles, while others were collected from public sources. So they're saying there's a general order saying that they have to report collisions with autonomous vehicles. And there's others that are just saying, like, people are just like, yeah, it was a Waymo vehicle, I guess. All right, let's see right here. What's this? Is this a piece of primary information? Are they going to crash into like a Waymo vehicle or something? Yeah, I think so. That's a Waymo vehicle right there. There you go. Yeah, it's driving on the wrong side of the vehicle of the road right there. And that's what I mean to say, like, Waymo's not going to release that information.
Waymo, that's the wrong thing.
There you go. Yeah, this guy's smart. He's like, oh, I'm getting behind this. Yeah, so that's pretty good primary evidence, but you know, they don't want that information. Like, you think that Waymo's gonna be like, yeah, sometimes this happens. They'll never talk about it, and that's my problem with big tech, is that they're full of crap. I actually think there's a really, YouTube is blocked. What are you talking about? YouTube is blocked. How could YouTube.com be blocked? Let me see. Google is blocked? What? Refused to, what? How's that even possible? Hey, that was weird. Indicted for drive-by shootings at 2 states. What? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna look at that, but that's crazy. I'll look it up later. But moving on, particularly traffic cones, self-driving car. There's also this that I think this is hilarious.
No one's in it.
Marking autonomous vehicles as traffic hazards. The group Safe Street Rebels is placing cones on Cruise and Waymo cars as a way to temporarily stop them. They want these cars off the road permanently.
Expanded and basically unfettered access to the city streets is a really bad idea.
This person is a member of the Safe Street Rebels and asked us not to share their identity. The group calls the protest the Week of Cone. It is happening ahead of next week's vote by the State Public Utilities Commission on whether to allow Cruise and Waymo to expand their services in the city.
Residents never actually got a chance to have a say in this and never really consented to being used as human guinea pigs.
ABC7 has documented issues with Cruise and Waymo. Just recently, 2 Waymo cars stalled near the Pride Parade downtown, backing up traffic. The San Francisco Fire Department has criticized Cruise for cars blocking emergency units. According to the group, using a traffic cone on top of the car disables it. And since they feel like they are traffic hazards, they think using a cone is a good way to send a message.
As a pedestrian, I feel a little uncomfortable with them. As a cyclist, I also feel uncomfortable around them.
Waymo told ABC7 News, not only is this understanding of how AVs operate incorrect, but this is vandalism and encourages unsafe and disrespectful behavior on our roadways. Of course, you guys are going to use that stupid We will notify law enforcement language of any unwanted or unsafe interference of our vehicles on public.
Can you believe that, like, the gall, actually, of some of these tech companies? Oh, this is vandalism, blah, blah, blah. You are putting a semi-incompetent vehicle on the road. You're claiming that it's fine, but it causes accidents. You don't talk about it. Drives on the wrong side of the road. It's in you're not transparent with your information. People are concerned. I think that y'all just like acting like you're so self-righteous, and that's the problem. Everything protects large corporations in this country. It's not about the individuals or the communities that they affect. That is all fallen by the wayside. Maybe a few decades ago, they might have given a damn.
Public roadways. A spokesperson for Cruise told us Cruise's fleet provides free rides to late-night service workers without reliable transportation options, has delivered over 2 million meals to food-insecure San Franciscans, and recovers food waste from local businesses. Intentionally obstructing vehicles gets in the way of those efforts and risks creating traffic congestion for local residents. Safe Street Rebels says the risk of these cars operating is not worth it. They say if cars can easily be disabled with cones, having more of them on the road is a hazard for residents.
I think that they have a point.
Have the perfect driver, which is what these are kind of pitched as, like, there's still something fundamentally unsafe at moving at speed with a 2-ton metal box through the city.
Ryan Curry, ABC7 News.
Kind of reminds me, there's like that show, Upload or something like that, where these people are uploading their consciousness into this I don't know, internet of some kind or something like that, where they have the opportunity to live forever. And the way that the guy died was in autonomous vehicle that had been hacked and crashed them into a wall. Anyway. Oh, look, there's more. Autonomous vehicle going the wrong way. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at them. Stop. But like, you're supposed to like trust that. You're supposed to get into there.
It's going the wrong way.
See, and this is why they're
Exactly. He's saying the same thing. Like, why do we have these on the road? They're not safe yet. Waymo acknowledges that while its vehicles do occasionally get involved in minor traffic collisions, its technology is much better at preventing more serious incidents than human drivers, right, by driving on the wrong side of the road. The company recently analyzed 7.13, this is the same study, million fully driverless miles in 3 cities, Phoenix, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, and compared the data to human driving benchmarks. Once again, you gotta be like, what benchmarks? You know, that's the only word they use, and they define those parameters to determine whether its cars were involved in fewer injuring causing, I guess. And police reported crashes at Waymo. We currently serve over 50,000 weekly trips. I already know that. For our riders in some of the most challenging and complex environments, Christopher Bonelli, a spokesman for Waymo, said in a statement, "We are proud of our performance and statement record over tens of millions of autonomous miles driven, as well as our demonstrated commitment to safety, transparency, and HTSA plays an important role in road safety, and we will continue to work with them as a part of our mission to become the world's most trusted driver." Investigation comes at a crucial time for Waymo after receiving approval for California regulators to expand its robotaxi operations to the lucrative Los Angeles market. The company has also begun testing its driverless vehicles on highways in preparation for passenger trips. Right, so now they're on the highway. So this was, I guess that they're only driving on local roads, which is something. I think when they get on the highways too, and that's another thing, like, are they testing on local roads? There's so many questions I have about their human benchmarks that I don't know what to think of their data. I don't know what to think of their data. Their data is just like human benchmarks. What do they mean? Does that include highway miles? Somebody tells me that these cars are not going to be as safe on the highway. They probably aren't. The investigation comes amid heightened scrutiny of driver-assisted and autonomous vehicle technology by federal safety regulators as companies struggle to prove to government watchdogs and the public that their vehicles are as safe as they claim. Concerns about the safety of... I don't think that they're... Look, I don't think they're as safe as they say. All the autonomous vehicles. I think that they're all dangerous and they don't care what happens to us as individuals in those autonomous vehicles. Because they'll eventually figure it out. Don't get me wrong. I think that one day we will have autonomous vehicles. But I think we're further away. I'm not saying that we'll never get there. I'm pretty sure just based off of like kind of the way the information is presented and what I've seen of the technologies and other people reviewing the technologies, that we're further away than they want us to know. Investigation comes amid heightened scrutiny of driver-assisted and autonomous vehicle technology by federal safety regulators as companies struggle to prove to government watchdogs and the public that their vehicles are safe as they claim. Concerns about the safety of driverless robotaxis have grown after several high-profile crashes, such as a Waymo car crashed into a bicyclist early this year, and a cruise vehicle stuck and dragged a pedestrian 20 feet in October of last year. Oof. But that person's getting some cash. But yeah, this, and once again, this is just, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I'm just trying to drive home the point. The point is that these tech companies lie about the capabilities of their technology constantly. Tesla, I think, said that they would have a 13,500 pound like towing or pulling capacity when they were coming out with the Cybertruck when they first launched it. They talked about all these capabilities it would have, and then when it actually launched, all those numbers were lower. But it does have a 2.6 second launch time. So whatever. There's that. just one of those things. You know, you gotta be careful with these tech companies because they're all about their margins and returning value to their shareholders. They're not about like how any of this technology might affect you. Anyway, I'm gonna play some Overwatch and see how that goes. Probably not well. I'm just trying to like, you know, just trying to learn. It's definitely, I forgot how stressful like shooters can be.
Let's make history.
Really, this bitch has no range. That's the only issue with it. I didn't even know that could take me up, to be 100% honest. I learned something.
Hello. Hello there.
I really don't know who I want to be at all. Yeah, just give this guy a shot.
Together then strikes him down. I was narrating. Did anyone read the mission brief?
Watch your flanks. They might try something.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
I'll handle this.
Enemy contact.
I will keep you safe. My shield holds strong. And that is why I stay quiet.
Okay. I was trying to figure out the buttons real quick, but I fucked them up, even if it was an accident.
They don't give these suits to just
See why people like this guy.
rocket barrage incoming. To me.
That was fun though. Oh, that's why I died. Okay, I'm like, I almost killed that man too, man.
My journey continues.
Come on, guys. All we gotta do is finish. That fucked up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I should probably switch to doing damage, I guess, because no one else wants to do any damage.
There is no challenge I cannot face.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
If they want this point, they'll have
to go through me.
That must suck.
Best round lost.
Wow. These guys are ass. That's what I choose to take from this.
Score 0.
He had everything. We should have won. These guys just fucking cut off our balls. Decided our balls weren't useful. That they should castrate themselves.
Hi, Rocket Lady. Might that suit his boss eyes?
Oh, you couldn't handle one of these.
Why not? I was born to fly.
Why seek answers when we do not know the question?
3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Establishing aerial position.
Put me down. All me pals. We just get back up.
Holy shit. Okay. We just gotta learn how to work all these characters. He has a new attack, huh? Interesting. Okay, so I mean, I don't know what to do. Like, if you have a team that doesn't attack, there's not really anything you can do. This is what I've learned in most games. Like,
Strikes him down.
you have people that like don't attack, like they don't do damage, gonna die. Nothing to do. You could do without a lot of things in a lot of games. But damage is not one of them. saying though? There's no damage. Like, what the fuck? How do I even do anything about that? That's so frustrating. Do they want to attack now that I'm not there? No sense.
Defeat.
Some things I'll never understand.
Traveling to Mumbai.
I'm gonna try it because I've never used streamer projectile.
Fall on the objective. It is
Oh shit!
I am on fire.
This match already started.
Red hot.
Now do you see your error? Put them in the ground.
Outnumbered.
You are safe with me.
Probably not somebody I should have started off with.
You got too close, didn't ya? Receive my throne is where I say it.
Oh, that
Make you drongo.
gives you some movement like alpha.
Flashpoint unlocked.
They're in our territory. Drive them back.
Bob's taking a breather.
Surrender to my will. Helden sterben nicht. Time for the reckoning.
This like I don't understand. Why am I getting like triple teamed? I don't get it.
There'll be consequences for that.
Crazy. That's right. It's fun. It's probably me. I don't know how. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing something I'm not doing.
No time for whinging. Move out.
shit.
Okay.
Oh, what's up, guy?
Hi.
10 seconds.
I'm new to this game, so don't expect anything.
No, it's. Oh, Tracer in the back.
Get in there, Bob. Don't let them take what's ours. Stacy, come. Can't handle the heat. Stay out of my way. Time for the reckoning. The queen. Come on, fight back. Mucking around and move. Keep it together.
What?
Time for the reckoning.
I mean, Jesus. I was fucking him up, but it's not enough.
I have the ulti, but I don't change anything.
Finally, a decent
What? I have no idea what you just said. I'm not gonna lie to you. I heard I have the Olympian Dunchi don't have shot. Those are the words I heard. You tell me what they mean.
My ultimate is charging.
Helden sterben nicht.
Okay. $95%. I think I lost the point.
Woo! I just fucked him up, dude. Holy shit. You're welcome, by the way. Junker Queen's my queen. She can get it.
She's great, eh?
Yeah.
It's funny play Junker Queen.
Yeah, I enjoy
the
it.
the first time I play Junker Queen is really exciting.
Yeah, you know, you can get up in the mix if you're hitting people and like doing what you're supposed to do. You can hang in there for a while. If you miss your attacks, you're gonna have a real problem.
10 seconds.
Make them regret it. They brought one back.
Junker Queen have Moira in the back.
Yeah, I'm about to die. They all just chase me down.
Oh, Tracer. No Tracer. I killed the Mercy. It's really important. Kill the Mercy first.
Okay, I'll try my best to focus Mercy. Got Mercy. Bitch.
I go for her box. Okay.
Wow. Slowly coming back into this game. I came into this game, y'all were just losing. You guys already lost the first round, and then we're losing the second round when I came in.
Stop mucking around and move.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Surrender to my will.
I'll just take the objective.
Mercy dead, but I don't have the skills.
Oh, I wanted to stop. Stop lagging and get over here. No one can stop me.
Oh, mira, se entretienen conmigo.
Watch out for the ult.
Mucking around and move. The sunrise.
Not that fast. Don't run away.
Lucky shot. My turn.
You again?
Okay. Okay. My point. My fucking point. Okay.
Nice, dude. Woo! That was.
Let's go, guys.
That was tricky.
Drive them back. Much better.
I'm coming as quick as I can.
Mercy dead, and you kill the tank, and I think winning.
Yep. Good shit. Woo!
Let's go, guys.
Game.
Great job. Woo, really exciting.
Play of the game.
Let's go.
Oh.
I don't know what he was doing. Well, that was fun. What the fuck, man? I keep on leaving this fucking group. They keep putting me back in. You try this guy. I've never played him before.
gun in each hand and a smile on my face.
With each step, my burden lightens.
No mistakes, no mercy.
Okay.
Round one. Capture the objective.
Holy shit. Nobody did anything about that bitch.
Finally, things are getting interesting.
Raising shield.
Knocked me off the stage. Okay. Fine.
That was embarrassing.
The objective is in
Our future will be forged in conflict.
places.
No kill is truly free. By the dragon.
I am on the objective. Report here now.
Rain from above.
Okay. I'm trying.
Justice rains from above.
Jesus Christ. It's getting shit on.
My throne is where I say it is.
I actually have never liked this map. Just kind of good me.
There's one now.
Jesus Christ, man. Just ass.
Score 0-1.
Okay. Hey, you know, I'm new to the game, so I'm not expecting.
You care too much about how the family perceived you.
Have you ever been the eldest son?
Yo, just let him play whatever he wants to play. Get better. It's fine. That's all we can do.
Ah, both brothers on the same team. Better make up before I smash your heads together.
It's confident.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
No giving up. We need to turn this around.
Let's just play the game. I mean, like, damn. Figure that, you know, teammates would do something. Run in there and die.
Justice reigns from above.
Defeat. Play of the game.
Justice reigns from above.
It's kind of cheap, though. It's kind of cheap. It's fucking just like fly up above every. I do kind of think that is a cheaper hero. Well, the hero's like a fly at least, but it's fine. It's all good.
Prepare for battle.
I didn't even play this guy. I might avoid him.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
Wherever they hide, we will dig them out.
Salut.
5, 4,
Salut.
3, 2, 1.
Wagwan.
Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Listen, I'm new to the game. Expect nothing.
The bloodshed begins.
I've played before, but I'm by no means like somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing.
Cure for all the tales.
Damn, dude, really?
Easily made manifest.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be a hard match. That's fine.
Now, to start anew.
I'll just like run it out one by one against their whole team that's not doing that.
Be nourished.
We're falling behind.
Pain is inevitable. You cannot escape me.
I see an enemy.
No one can It's settled.
Woo! I definitely did that to him. No doubt in my mind.
Cheers. Moving right along. G'day.
You cannot escape me. May I? I offer something more. taken them.
Je me sens vivante.
No one can hide from my sight.
Forward spawn activated. My power grows.
Oh, it bounced. Weird.
I require assistance.
Damn! You figured he would die, but you know, I'm a healer. I'm not a damage. Yeah, okay, because he touched the health potion. That makes sense.
Evolution is a painful path to
Now
walk.
I truly feel alive. No one can hide from my sight. I did it, Mum! I'm on fire!
Hold on, baby. Baby? Oh, in a little bit. I'm not ready. Thank you, baby. Thank you for asking. Don't launch your ult now. It's too late, bro.
Play of the game.
Widowmaker. Hallelujah. Oh, she gets walls with her ult, right? I was about to say, like, does she have walls? Of course she does. Oof.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
She's too brolic. Like, she, you know, during coitus, she'd be pretty intimidating with them red eyes, looking into your eyes and shit, you know?
My throne is where I say it is.
Let's eat it.
Everyone, stick together. We can do this.
I think. Wound all enemies in front of me, dealing damage over time. And
Watch your flanks.
Oh.
They might try something.
Push your limits. Nothing breaks that I cannot mend.
oh shit, am I supposed to be moving? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Let's go win this thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers in.
Stay on me.
I'm coming, guys. Sorry.
Stop the pain.
I'm new to the game. I didn't really understand what was going on. is already fucking high noon for this motherfucker. Damn! What's he shooting at?
Enemy turret
I've got
within my
plenty of
sight.
tools left.
Enemy turret destroyed.
I feel all warm inside.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was hard.
There'll be consequences
Oh
for
no!
that.
The payload is on the move!
Let's go win this thing. You're in
That was relaxing.
For Overwatch, it was.
I'm new to this game, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm stressed out in every fucking firefight.
Yeah, this is comp firefights.
I believe it, dude. I'm not stressed, you're stressed.
That is it.
Stop the payload from moving.
ชีวิตปกป้องชีวิต
What up, bitch? Does this bitch fly forever? Got her.
Step rider.
Kill them, goddammit! Oh my god! I got hacked. Got done. Oh, we won? Nice! Holy shit!
Play of the game.
It's Hanu.
Nice. Shit.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Never tried Lucio, but it was the first time for everything.
We're here to be heard.
Was the lily angel
You know we were close.
not close enough to know he preferred roses? No mistake.
Let's get loud.
No mercy.
Heal up.
Science means going where outcomes are uncertain, but I am certain that we're going to have a great time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What? Oh. Really?
That was just a sound check. This is an uphill fight. Careful.
Over here.
Holy shit.
Humanity is shackled. I find healing. For the
payload rolling.
Whatever, we don't have enough tank apparently, because I can't do shit. I'm trying to protect this dude, but just like out here just holding his dick, I guess. I don't know. Oh wow, this guy, someone pushed it forward. Amazing.
Engaging thrusters.
misery made manifest.
Oh, I meant to Q and I pressed shift instead. I don't know why I did that.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
Let's just stick with the payload, huh?
Now, I truly feel alive.
A taste of poison.
Over here.
He can move while he does that? I had no idea he could move. I had no idea he could move. Look, he chose me over everybody else too. That's crazy. He's like, nah. I mean, which was the smart thing to do, honestly. Still. Whatever, GG's. I don't know what y'all doing. I didn't shoot anybody. Launch is over.
I've dealt with cynics before.
Not enough damage. I need to fucking get these. See the soldiers' damage.
Play begin.
No one can hide from my sight.
Really just attacking me? Valorant? Do you think this is Valorant? Yeah, I'm coming right back. I'm just, I'm gonna go get some food. Back.